firstly, what's the importance to Firestone be here in this race?
Firestone has such a tradition at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We were here at the very first IndyCar race in 1909 and the very first Indy 500 in 1911. So that Indy 500 in 1911, Ray Haroon with a Marmon Wasp was able to drive to victory lane on Firestone tires. So we have this great tradition of innovation here. This is the 109th running of this legendary race, and we're proud to be here, proud to have our tires on the racetrack. There's so much we learn from the design and the development of the tires that we're actually able to use and put into passenger tires. One really cool thing that we have here at the Speedway this year is we have sustainable monomers in the tread. What's that? It's basically an ingredient that goes into the tread that makes the tread sticky, and it is able to grip at these speeds of up to 240 miles per hour here at Indy.
How challenging is building a tire to cars who hits 2040 miles?
Yes. So it is actually very challenging to design and develop a tire that's going to work not only at the speeds that we have, but also in the conditions that we have. You don't see me wearing a jacket, but it's actually a little bit chilly here today, and race conditions are also going to be on the colder side. We have seen this tire perform well in temperatures of 90 degrees and then even lower. And we actually had the highest track temperature that we have recorded at Indianapolis during a practice session earlier. So there's a lot of technology that goes into this. Every time you see a car on the racetrack, it's got 4 different tires on it. The 2 front tires are different than the 2 rear tires. We have a set of 4 Firestone tires behind us, and this one is actually for the 21 car. We differentiate the red tires with a red Firestone shield and the left tires with a white Firestone shield. The reason is the design and the compound are so much different because the loads on those tires are very different. So because they're visually differentiated by the colors, a mechanic that is changing the tires really quickly is able to grab the right side, see it's red, and make sure it goes onto that correct position. Because if you mix up the positions, you could have a very badly handling car.
This year, the IndyCar car have the hybrid engines. The tire changed something for the race of this year.
So we actually designed tires for the hybrid last year, even though that we didn't have the hybrid for the 500. All of our testing and design and development was meant around that hybrid car, but we actually had a lighter weight car that we didn't end up using the hybrid on. The tires performed really well there, but we knew coming up this year that the tires were going to have to withstand the additional loads that the hybrid was going to see, and then the additional torque and other things that we saw on the racetrack. So the tires are actually designed for this hybrid, and they performed really well for it.
How Firestone finds the way to build a better tires to the drivers, the racing series? How is the way?
So we work very closely with the IndyCar series and also closely with the drivers. So whenever we're out here at the racetrack, we have our engineering team, and our engineering team has got mechanical engineers, chemical engineers, chemists, all sorts of scientists and technicians that are studying the performance of these Firestone tires on the track. And we take all of that information back and we use that to build a better tire for the future. We're also working really closely with IndyCar, with Honda and Chevrolet, and then also with Dallara for changes in the car or changes in the engine. We'll work with simulations with the car and the tires and try to understand what we're going to see in the future to make sure we have a tire that is durable and consistent at the and that the drivers want to drive.
How do you feel to be one of the female leaders, such an important role in the car series? And every year I see more and more girls and joining. How do you feel about it?
So that's a really great observation to see more and more women here. Unfortunately, no drivers this year, but we have so many engineers. We have Kate Gundlach, who is working at Aero McLaren. She's on Pato's car, and she's the lead engineer. She's calling shots, and she's actually doing the management and the strategy for that car. So her to be able to do all of that leadership. And then, of course, at Firestone, we have Lisa Boggs on the marketing communication side, and myself on the technology side, running the organization with these awesome men and women that are helping us, whether it's people that are building tires or doing other things. We have so many over-the-wall mechanics this year. We have Jessica Mace, we have Caitlin Brown, so many people that are doing these amazing things are actually out here on the hot side of pit lane, throwing tires around, doing their jobs, and it's really great to see that group grow year over year.